Hello, this is my week 14 assignment. To begin with, this is my movie component. It takes in these props: title, synopsis, rating, reviews, and a function defined elsewhere at review. I set the state variable as movies and reviews to update later. So I created within this component a handle review submit function, which it handles what to do with once the review is submitted. Within that, I define the set movie reviews to update the movie review state variable with the new review using the spread operator to copy the existing movie reviews array and add the new objects to it. I passed in the text review, the text, which is the hard-coded reviews, and the ID I gave to it, and it just iterates through those. And also within the function, I call the add review function to add the new review once the user submits it. Below, it's just returning a div with the props title, synopsis, and the star with the rating, the stars component with the rating, as well as the review list component and review form component with an on submit, and then calling the handle submit function. Moving on, we have my movie list component, and it consists of an array that I called movie data, which holds the 2 movies that I would be reviewing, or the user would be reviewing, with the synopsis, the rating, as well as 2 hard-coded reviews with an ID. Below that, I have a movie list function, which is the movie list component itself. In that function, we use this use state to update, and the variable I use would be movies. Then this is where I define the add review function. Essentially, this generates a list of movie components based on the movies array and passes in the add review to each movie. So if the movie title matches the title, then the reviews array is updated with a new object. Then or else return the original movie without any updates. Then we call the I call the set movies function within the updated movies array from above to update the state variable movies, which includes the new reviews and allows the users to add reviews. Lastly, returns a div wrapping the list of movies rendered as movie components. Yeah, each movie receives a key prop, original key prop, and using the spread operator also includes the movie's properties. And lastly, I pass in the review function as a prop, which allows the movie component to add a review when submitted. Moving on to the review itself, it's basically a just kind of like the structure, with passing in the text, which would be the hard-coded reviews, as a prop in a paragraph within the div. Then moving on to the review form itself. The review form as a function, the component, it takes the on review submit as a prop, and it's called when the form is submitted with a review text. The same thing using the use state, but this time as a empty variable, so it can later be updated. Yeah. Then I define the handle submit, which is what we saw earlier. And this is where I define what that will do, and I attached an event which prevents it from the page from reloading. Yeah, this function basically handles the review after being submitted. And then I call the on review submit and pass in the review text to update the review on the movie list. That's why I use the state as I set the state as an empty string. So and then lastly, on submit, we'll set the review text back to an empty string just to reset after it's been submitted. Below is just pretty much the structure for my input. Using on submit, it calls my handle submit function, and which is pretty much what I just spoke about above, and the on-change event handler to update the review text state variable with the new value entered by the user. So yeah, essentially this is how we would submit a review. And the review list is basically just returns a div with the iterated movies and with their reviews. It takes in the reviews as a prop, which is an array of reviews, and creates a list of components that takes in an array of review objects and creates the list of reviews by rendering the review component for each review object in the array. And lastly, the stars. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this one to work. Like, I struggled a lot with this. So, yeah, this is basically what I have. I will definitely continue working on this, but for now, this is what I have. And lastly, here's a demo. It hasn't been styled yet. So here is my first. I still need to add the imagery. Here's the first movie with the synopsis, the star rating, which right now is not working. Here are the two hard-coded reviews, and this is a review. And there it is, as well as down here. Test. And that pretty much sums up my movie app.